The NHL's Philadelphia Flyers recently introduced their rainbow flag Pride practice jerseys, but defenseman Ivan Provorov refused to wear them.
I respect everybody's choices. My choice is to stay true to myself and my religion. That's all I'm going to say.
So of course the left-wing dinosaur media is jumping at the opportunity to cancel Provorov.
If this is that much of a problem for him to maybe assimilate into his group of teammates and in the community and here in this country, that's okay. Listen, you can feel any way you want. But the beauty is, if it bothers you that much, there's always a chance to leave, go back where you feel more comfortable.
Because nothing screams tolerance more than telling immigrants, accept my values or go back to your own country. But he wasn't the only one.
Could change with the NHL. I think you find the Flyers $1 million for this. I'm not kidding. Figure this out and stop offending people on nights where it's not about that. It's supposed to be about inclusivity.
So punishing organizations that refuse to strip religious freedoms of employees is the new liberalism. But it's not enough that the Flyers have gone full out in their pride messaging, embracing that hockey is for everyone. Even if they're not wearing the jerseys, they still superimpose a flag over you, and go as far as to have their players read their messages like POWs.
We believe that athletes should be judged by their character, work ethic, and talent.
We pledge to make our locker room a safe place for everyone.
We are committed to creating a culture of respect.
And to me at least, I think those deadpan endorsements are almost worse than saying nothing at all, because it truly shows how insincere this messaging is amongst the players that are actually going along with it, as it appears the Flyers coach actually supports the player's choice.
He's being true to himself and to his religion. This has to do with his belief in his religion. And it's one thing I respect about Provi. He's always true to himself. And so that's where we're at with that.
And the official NHL messaging actually agrees that players should have the right to refuse their initiatives. But of course, the NHL supporting player freedom and diversity of thought gets slammed on Twitter. People demanding that Provorov be punished, suspension, and dock his pay. But doubtful the NHL will do that, as a former Virginia Tech soccer player that got benched over refusing to kneel for BLM just got a reported $100,000 settlement. Now others are trying to say the NHL wouldn't let it slide if this was over the military or law enforcement, outright forgetting the ongoing protests and pro-sports against law enforcement and the flag, as if it wasn't co-opted by the leagues themselves. But leave it to them to deduce it to, it's just an inclusive practice jersey. It can't contradict your beliefs. So we're officially here, where they believe your rights end where their emotions begin, because I think they should wear whatever they want. Pride jersey, home country jersey, MAGA jersey. I know it's just a marketing ploy that works. I'm not going to many Dodger games, but I'm more likely to go on their Korean heritage nights. It's just that for most people, it's not important that you need to celebrate my life. But for some reason, the powers that be have decided with this particular movement, you have to wear their mark or you will be exiled. But the tide is turning because it seems the average NHL viewer is saying enough, as it appears Provorov's jersey has actually sold out online. Now that being said, he does appear to be a starter for the Flyers, and seems to be the third highest paid player on the team, so his jersey selling out could be normal. But remember Alejandro Villanueva of the NFL's Pittsburgh Steelers. When he was the only player to come out for the national anthem, his jersey sold out. Jonathan Isaac of the NBA's Orlando Magic, when he was the only player that would stand for the national anthem, his jersey sold out. So it's almost like the leagues are starting to find out, no matter how much you cater to the woke Twitter mob, they're not going to suddenly buy jerseys and season courtside tickets. And that's probably why the NHL is telling them to kick rocks. But I do find it interesting how law enforcement is utilizing this movement, because it's hard for a politician to shout, defund the police, when the police look like this. So for more concise, lighthearted commentary on what's really going on in the world, subscribe to this channel, then check out the video on the baby getting knocked onto the train track and how Portland's justice system failed her.